Good morning. Hello. How's it going? Welcome in. What's up? It, it's it's Monday, right? It's Monday, right? Monday, more like fun day. Haha. Monday's so cool. We love Mondays in this house. We love Mondays because it's Chipflake stream time. Haha. How's it going? Please please feel free to let me know how you're doing whilst I definitely don't finish setting up like usual. Hee 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 hee. Hello? Hello. Okay, wait, let me just open these real quick. I got many things and stuff. Yes, yes. Also known as 4 different icons to work on. Good morn. Indeed, the morn is pretty good, isn't it? One more, yes, this one. Creating a game? Oh hell yeah. Friended other developers, that is always a good idea. Always good. I mean, the same with art, really. It's good to have fellow artist friends you can, like... what's the word? Correspond with. Yeah, that's definitely the word that I was thinking of. Okay, a latte at 107? Is it not latte hours? Is it not allowed to drink lattes at that time? I don't know. I don't know much about lattes as someone who doesn't really drink coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna probably work on these in order of when they were ordered, which means first one. If you watch the last stream, this one looks quite different to how I had it before. I don't think I have the original version, actually. It'll be kind of cool if I can show you the difference. Let me see. Commissions, icons, wiggle, Thorn. Yeah, no, I overrode it. Oh well. Yeah, basically, I was working on this one last stream. And I basically finished the line art. I got to this point, basically, and I was not happy with it. So off stream, I redid it. Yeah. Squeak? No way. Yeah. Sorry if you enjoy watching me draw sketches and line art and stuff. It's just, I did all of them off stream. It's just, I feel like I need a bit more concentration for line art. Because, I mean, it kind of happened with... It doesn't always happen. Sometimes I do good sketches, good line art on stream, but it happened with this one last stream that I don't know. I feel like... something I noticed with my art, it's kind of embarrassing to admit, but within the last year or so, I noticed that I wasn't really thinking, like, three-dimensionally about my art, if that makes sense. Like, I've drawn cartoons for so long in my life that I guess I never really, like, paid that much attention to making things look three-dimensional, which I've since learned is very important, even for 2D art, even for really basic cartoons. So that's something I've put a lot of work into improving on within the last year, and I honestly, like, I feel like I've had a huge improvement in my art since doing that. But I feel like when I was working on this in the last stream, I feel like I was a little bit too distracted by chat, and I stopped, like, thinking about it three-dimensionally. I don't know if this makes any sense, but yeah, I do get distracted a little bit when I'm streaming. Why is my pen so hot? Oh my god. My my graphics tablet is very warm. Guess you can't. Bet you can't guess how many sugars I put in my latte. 3. My gut says 3. Yeah, what else did I want to say? 3,000. You know, you might be closer, actually. That sounds about right. Bro, I was gonna say something else. Yeah, I don't know. I'm doing colors today. I did the line art and everything, so we're doing colors, and that's like really chill and easy to not get too distracted from, so that's cool. Times it by 2.5. Bro, you're drinking a milkshake at that point. Does it even taste like coffee anymore with that much sugar? Are you okay? I was already thinking 3 was a lot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, give me a second to grab my reference. Here you are. Wait, I think I downloaded it actually. No, I didn't. Okay. There it is. Petra, the cat. Cute. Oh yeah, I usually do background first because I feel like, you know, depending on what color the background is and how bright it is and such, it makes the colors you use, it makes them look different. So I like to start with the background, so I know, like, I'm not gonna have to do any adjustments later. Streaming on YouTube as well? I am indeed. Just have a big sweet tooth. I understand. No judgment here, even though I did just spend like 5 minutes judging you for it. I apologize. I retract my judgment. I'm doing background, bro, like... Did they ask for a specific background? I think they wanted the trans flag. Let me just double check though in case I just made stuff up. Yeah, trans background. Okay, I can do that. Like to draw too? Wanted to draw some art for you? No. I do not deserve it. Yeah, as usual, please feel free to share what you're up to today. I'd love to know. I'm nosy. Yeah, let me do it like this. Let me do a separate folder for the stripes. 1, 2, 3, and then I like to use this like painty brush for the background. Gives it a nice little texture. Just a little bit of a texture. And we got like blue, I guess. I always draw the blue and the trans for like 2 cyan for some reason. It's more like this. It's like a hint of purple. Very, very, very small hint. Thank you for the save reminder. Not that I would lose much if my computer died right now, but thanks anyway. Watching the stream currently from work. Motivating. Hell yeah, that's like my main aim with these streams, is to be motivating. I love motivating people. Like, no joke, that's something I noticed about myself within the last year or so. I really, like, genuinely love motivating people. Just like the concept of motivation and how it works in general within the human brain, or the animal brain, since I know most of you are not humans, which we don't judge for. Yeah, I don't know. I find that stuff really interesting. And I also love going crazy on the saturation. I want to burn out your eyeballs when you look at my artwork. Hell yeah. Hope you're doing okay. Have a fantastic day. No, you. You have a fantastic day. Ha, got him. Getting ready for tennis tryouts. Heck yeah. I love tennis, I'm not gonna lie. And like, I would love to like join a tennis club or something. But what I really hate is how you're kind of like expected to join like tournaments and stuff. I don't want that. I just want to like hit ball with bat, have fun, and not be like, oh no, there is a tournament that I have to be really good for. That kind of thing stresses me out. Can I ask a question? Yeah, of course. You just did, haha. Is it low that my boyfriend broke up with me while I was abroad in Paris after I was in such a good mood? I mean, I feel like I don't quite have the authority to make a sound judgment on that, because I don't know either of you, so I don't know. I don't know if it was like on purpose, because they wanted to hurt you and they knew you were like having fun and stuff, or if it was just kind of like, oh, I should like tell them as soon as possible because then it'll get worse kind of thing, you know? I don't know enough information. Personally, I'm like, I give people the benefit of the doubt, so I'd say it's I mean, again, I don't know the person, so if I was in that situation, I would assume that they just wanted to tell me as soon as they knew, rather than it being like rather than them specifically waiting for a time when I was having a lot of fun so they could ruin it. Free hugs? No way. Hell yeah. Ah. And free cola. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Cola time. And this cat is very purple. Oh. My cursor froze, I got a little bit scared. Oh yeah, my freaking screen tablet, the fans in it have been going crazy lately. It probably needs cleaning. I've literally never cleaned the fans for the entire time that I've had this tablet, which has been about... Well, that was pre-COVID, so that was like 5 years ago. Probably even more. It's just a huge freaking pain, because it's like on a mount. So I gotta like unscrew the mount and then unscrew the tablet and then blah 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 blah. Just can't be arsed. But I should probably do it because my microphone is like, ooh, delicious noise. Let me pick that up and broadcast it to everybody. So I might just have to bite the bullet and do that tomorrow. Just so much work. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know if you should, like, give the whole breakup thing too much headspace. I mean, you're probably pretty, like, hurt by it right now, so I would give it a few days to let yourself really, like, process it, and then decide how you feel about it. That's just my opinion. After 2 weeks of doing nothing, I'm finally working on a new animation. Hell yeah, proud of you, dude. Have a good day. Thank you, you too. Finally finished adding bracelets to my game with variants of gold, green, red, gold, rose gold. They look perfect. Can't wait to test them out. I have no idea what kind of game you're making, but Sounds really cool. Heck yeah. That makes me go, wow. How much sleep do you get often? Do I... is that just because I'm like always tired on stream? Well, I always aim for 8 hours because I found that getting less than that, I like cannot function. But I get like every few weeks or so, I get like a period of about a week, 2 weeks where I cannot sleep for the life of me. Like yesterday, I woke up at frickin' like I fell asleep fairly quickly. It wasn't ideal sleepy speed, but it was okay. And then I wake up at 7 AM. And I just could not get back to sleep again. So yeah, it is real EP hours today. I mean, I say that. I don't feel too bad, actually. Yo, thank you for the cheer, dude. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce your name. I think I had this problem before, didn't I? The one is probably an I, right? So it's Nilton. Thank you for the pride bits. Heck yeah. Wondering, because I usually operate on 3 to 4 hours. That's wild. To me, at least. I know some people are very much chill with not sleeping super long, but I've never heard of somebody who sleeps that short and can still operate. Is that like willingly or... Yep, okay. Glad my assumption was correct. Got like 6 hours last night. Yeah, like... I wish I could function on only 6 hours. And apparently as you get older, you're supposed to not need as much sleep. But I don't know. Whenever I don't get at least 8 hours, I genuinely cannot function. And I don't know, I'm not even... I mean, maybe I subconsciously am, but I'm not even thinking of it in like a productivity sense. I just want more time to like do my hobbies and have fun. It's anxiety issues? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That is very understandable. And relatable. I have a complete plot for multiple stories written in my head. That is a mood. All I need to do is execute it, but my stupid self is procrastinating until today. Heck yeah. I do have to say, that sounds very, like... It sounds like a lot of work. Which is probably why you've been procrastinating on it. So, I know you didn't ask, but I recommend, splitting it up into smaller tasks if possible. The ears are like a little bit blue. A bit darker than that actually. Yeah. Cute purple cat, let's go. What is sleep? 0 hours today for unknown reason. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry that everybody seems to be having terrible sleeps. I guess we're all drawn to each other. Everyone who has sleeping problems. Ah. Hello, good morning. My chair is doing the thing where you lean back and it goes... It like tries to throw you off like one of those rodeo things, so I need to fix that real quick. Okay, my life is saved. Something called natural short sleepers. People who only need 4 hours of sleep and still get all the healthy benefits. Someone who sleeps longer. There are efforts to understand it. Oh, I wish that were me. Like, imagine only needing to sleep 4 hours and you're still like a healthy and functioning person. That is a dream. Just trying to get through it. I'm getting out of the military soon, so it should help me a bit. Yeah, that sounds like it would help. Yeah, I wish I could give you some advice. Unfortunately, I'm struggling with a very similar issue, so... I did find a little trick that doesn't... That works for me sometimes, not all the times, but a lot of the times. When I'm... Because I struggle to sleep when I have like a ton of thoughts in my brain. Thank you for the save reminder, by the way. I found if I try to like... If I like visualize my day from when I woke up, I think, okay, what did I do today? And I try to like imagine it in my head. It's like, I usually tend to fall asleep faster. Because I feel like, I don't know, you know that whole like counting sheep thing that people say to do? I feel like you gotta find something that's like not too interesting for your brain to where you're gonna be up all night thinking about it. Like thinking of frickin' video ideas and stuff, that keeps me awake. If you have something you can think about that's like interesting enough to keep your brain focused on that thing and not other things that are bothering you in your life, but it's not too interesting, it keeps you awake. That's like the sweet spot. So, you know, if I had a pretty mundane day and I like relive it in my brain, that often helps me fall asleep quicker. I'm thinking of bringing back mandatory military service in Germany. Yeah, I highly doubt, like, I don't want to speak too soon, of course, but I highly doubt that would ever go through. It's like, just so many people would be against it. Like, every German man I know in my life has said, like, yeah, bro, I'm, like, protesting the hell out of that, if they're ever, like, genuinely considering it. Oh, I don't think I actually saved. Oops. I'm gonna assume that I would be exempt. Considering frickin' being trans is considered a mental illness in Germany. All I gotta do is survive. You can do it. I believe in you, bro. I believe. It's gonna go by way quicker than you expect. You're that animator? That's cool. Me? Me animating? Nah. No way. But yeah, did I already ask what you guys are working on? I think I got a couple of responses, but there's a few more people here since then. Tell me all about your projects. Really needed to hear that. It's been very tough. No, that's... I can imagine, honestly, like... I mean, I don't know you that well, but I'm very proud of you for freaking, like, going through that and stuff. It's not easy. And yeah, like I said, it'll be over way quicker than you expect. Just power through, and you'll survive. I believe in you. Working on a few things for my NeoCities website. What is NeoCities again? I've definitely heard of that before. I don't know if it was from you or somebody else, but I feel like someone was talking about it in my stream. Not sure if it's okay to ask this. I mean, listen, like, I'm a pretty chill person. You can ask me pretty much anything while I'm streaming. And if it's like too personal or I just don't feel like answering it or whatever, I'll just not answer it. Nobunoko music? Heck yeah. Bro is extremely talented, and I don't know, this like vibe of music is so good. I wish I knew more artists who did this kind of music. I don't even know, like, how do you search for that? Like, I don't know, what genre is this? This Nobunoko genre. Lets you host a website for free. Ah, okay. So for some reason, I heard NeoCities and I thought it was like a video game. I have no clue and I'm a music major. It's okay. I guess it would be, it's probably, I mean, to be fair, there's like a million music genres in the world. Because technically every song doesn't fit into a predetermined genre, so I don't know, I guess you would probably at least consider it electronic. Maybe like webcore? I don't know if you would, I don't know if you're allowed to categorize songs as webcore unless they're like popular, like super popular on the internet, but I don't know. It just gives me the same vibes as a lot of tracks most people would consider webcore. They encouraged me to make more music after I made a comment on the video, so they're cool. Aww. Aww. That's cool. Yeah, it is super video gamey. I don't know if video game is like... Are we allowed to call music video game if it wasn't actually used in a video game or made for a video game? I don't know. I mean, again, like I said, game genres. There's so many of them. I think they're even like really subjective if you think about it, so I don't know if it's really worth sitting around and trying to categorize this music. Mama, 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 mama. It's like Terraria music. I've never played Terraria. 100% hyperpop. Suffering from a kidney stone. Oh no. I'm very sorry to hear that. I have a A family member of mine just had a really bad one, so I can imagine what that's like. Get well soon. Working on a series that parodies TV networks named Channel -4. Okay, that sounds super interesting. That gives me analog horror vibes. That's why I don't follow genre as much when I make music. I usually have some base rules and genres I use for inspiration, but I do what sounds nice and what I know it does. Yeah. I mean, I don't make music, but like from a listener's perspective, I hate it when people ask me what type of genre of music I like, because I don't know, bro. Like, I just look for noises that I like the sound of. And I find a lot when I find a song that I like, that is part of... I don't know, I search for the genre that it's from. I don't like the other songs that I find. Except under very specific circumstances. Thank you for the headbutt. Random question, just curious, how tall are you? Yes, I'm 75 feet tall. No, I'm like 5'4", I think. Made a Soviet-style analog horror animation a bit ago. Ooh. Took me like a month and a half to draw and animate, and YouTube gave it 130 views. Yep, YouTube do that. That sounds very interesting though. Very creative. Luigi is taller than you? Yeah, isn't Luigi canonically like really tall? I mean, I don't know if Mario is super short or Luigi's super tall. But if Mario is average height, then that makes Luigi really tall. Just a simple skunk who listens to music that tickles your fancy regardless of genre. Basically, yeah. That's a good summary. I feel like I can describe my music taste better in adjectives than genres. Like, I like noise. I like chaos. I like loud. Mario is about 155 centimeters? Yo, I can't believe I'm taller than Mario. Hell yeah. Oh wait, doesn't that make Peach also like 175? Wait, Peach is taller than Luigi, isn't she? Or am I spitting Super Mario disinformation right now? If so, I deeply apologize. It's just a green string bean. Luigi's a long boy. Whoa, drawing. Yeah. We do a draw. Not an animation though. I would never in my life make an animation. Animation is for losers. I keep putting the reference away even though I still need it. Disgraceful. Disgraceful past me. What are you thinking? Me wow? Yeah, I think I would agree with that. My project also focuses on tackling usual emotional phases people go through, as well as struggles, and shows them in a more physical way to make it interesting. Okay. Okay. Frickin', like... I don't know, whenever I ask what people are up to while they're watching stream, I always expect like, oh, I'm just like drawing. I'm just like doing some doodles. And then people are out here like, yes, I'm like making this really intricate like analog horror freaking like interactive game roguelike souls-like. Anyone got remedies for nervousness? Imagine that you're like... Imagine that there's like a big, like a huge fluffy dog. And you're like laying on it and it's like, you're like surrounded by fluff and the big fluffy dog is like licking your head and calming you down. That's my, that is my unironically my anxiety technique. Yeah, shading time. Amateur is like a bluey purple. Channel -4 is a comedy. I finished episode 1, which is a news parody. I'm working on episode 2. Okay. Can I request a song? Is that not an option here? Yeah, so I don't really do song requests because I have my own playlist. That is mostly made up of music that I got the like I actually contacted the musicians and bought the rights off them for, so it's a little bit. I'm just like really paranoid about copyright and stuff, which is why I decided to do that. Also, I like supporting small musician artists. Yeah. I mean, if it's a Nobunoko song, I might have it in my playlist. Talking about projects, I have a couple of novels in the works set in a world populated by anthropomorphic animals. The first is in its revision stage, while the second is about 2/3 written. Nice. I always love to hear about projects that are like really far in. It's like no shade, but a lot of people, they're like, yo, I'm gonna make a freaking like animated movie. And then like a minute in, they realize that that's a way too ambitious project for one person who still has like school or work to deal with. Have I removed anything from your playlist? I've only ever removed songs that I feel like play way too often. Or, because the tracks I picked are based on like stuff that I can listen to in the background without getting too distracted. And sometimes when it actually plays on stream, it turns out it is too distracting, so I might take it out, but that's only ever really been 1 or 2 songs. That's why we're probably going to release short form slice of life vids or comics. We have a pretty interesting concept art and I made lots of music already. That's awesome. I feel called out. mean, I'm saying that as someone who has a lot of experience with embarking on way too ambitious projects and never really getting anywhere with them. How's your day been treating you? Uneventful, I would say. Not much has happened. Ooh, it's my partner's birthday next Monday, actually. And... wait, I feel a sneeze coming on. Wait. I really thought that was not gonna come out. You know when you feel a sneeze and then you mention that you're gonna sneeze, it usually goes away. Yeah, it's 'cause it's my partner's birthday next Monday, and I really wish I could tell you what I bought them for their birthday, but I don't know if they just happen to be listening, so I'm not gonna do that. But the last thing that I ordered for them arrived today, and it's like really freaking cool, and I'm so hyped, and I can't stop thinking about it, and I wish I could just give it to them now. But that's cheating. You can't just give someone their birthday gift a week before their birthday. That's illegal. Should I continue making my analog horror stuff? Maybe YouTube would favor me next time. Yeah, I mean, YouTube does really like it when you post consistently. Like a video every week, maybe even every month. That would probably help. But you could also try... you can always also try, like... that sounds really corporate, but marketing it differently. Like, specifically changing the thumbnail and the title to something that might be more interesting to click on. Because, you know, just because your video didn't get that many views doesn't mean it's a lost cause. It doesn't mean that the video sucks. Sometimes it's literally just the title and the thumbnail don't catch people. Or they're, like, too different to what the video is actually like. That kind of thing. Thank you for the bless, by the way. Sneasel sneeze. Bro, I want a Sneasel VTuber model. Looks nice, also bless you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm really happy with this this model. It's been a while since I've been this satisfied with a VTuber model, to be honest. YouTube likes my Deltarune stylophone covers, but I don't. Yeah. I can also relate. Always the stuff that you least expect gets the most views. That would be awesome. You mean a Sneasel model? It would, right? I know I should probably stop giving myself really time-consuming projects to do while I have my other 500 really time-consuming projects that I still haven't completed. But, I don't know, maybe I could make like a really simple one of these days. I could even like do it on stream, so it's like a fun like thing we do together kind of thing. I don't know. You know what would be cool? Like a... I have no idea how that would work. Like a pixel art VTuber model. That would be super interesting. Pixelization shader? Yeah, that's a thing, right? Because the way Live 2D works, I don't know if you could create the animation without it, like, squishing your pixels. But that might look interesting as well, you know? I don't know. Again, I should stop trying to think of new projects to experiment with. Until I've completed all my current ones. I still have like 5 of my other Sonas that I want to make VTuber models of. Is there a nearest neighbor option so it doesn't do that? Not that I know of. As far as I know, I don't think you can change the way that, what do you call that? Type of compression, I guess? I don't know. I'll be prove a point here, but a friend of mine says that water poisoning isn't a real thing, but correct me if I'm erroneous. But doesn't that happen when someone drinks too much water? Yeah? I feel like the best way to prove your point is to look it up and get like an actual study. But I am also under the impression that you can get water poisoning from drinking too much water. It has to be like a really, really big amount though. But it is real as far as I know. Happens when you drink so much water to the point where your kidneys can't process it anymore. Yeah, that's my knowledge of it as well. I feel like I learned about that in school. I learned about it's kind of gruesome, but but I had like a drug awareness class. And they talked about they told the story about somebody who took too much, I think it was like ecstasy or something, and apparently that makes you so like really thirsty. So they didn't die like from an overdose, they died of water poisoning. Something like that. How do I motivate myself to draw again? Okay, first question. Are you a digital or a traditional artist? Once again, I need to force myself to not go too crazy on the shading. To be fair, 100% of people who have died last year drank water. I don't know. Evidence is pretty damning. Water bad. If you want to hear some electronic music off stream, maybe you could try listening to Polymetric Plaza by Dan FM1. I don't think I've ever heard of them. Thank you for the recommendation. Both I switch between it. Okay, okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your mouse or your tablet if you have it. If not, take your mouse and click on the icon for your drawing program. Like just double click it, just open it. Sounds easy, right? But something that always helps me to get motivated and get back into drawing, other than breaking it down into really tiny steps, such as step 1, click on the icon for your drawing app. Yeah. It really helps me to look at an old drawing of mine. Preferably one that's like really old, like I drew it when I was 10 or something like that. And to redraw it now. Because, I don't know, I look at something really old that I made, and I'm like, okay, this is cool and all, but nowadays I would do this differently, I would do this differently, I would draw it like this, and then I would do add this effect, etc. That's like a trick I use to get myself past art block. Because then you also have this direct comparison between, like, how you've improved over the years. And that's why I like to take a really, really old drawing and redraw it. Because if it's too new, and I'm trying to get over an art block, I might demotivate myself by not being able to produce a better one. There's also, it's kind of fun. It's fun to like redraw something you made as a kid or 5 years ago or something like that. Been watching your content for a long time now. I just wanted to drop by and give you a follow on here. I appreciate it. Welcome in. His retort was this: water poisoning isn't real because the human body is 60% water. Okay, that. You know what? I think he's onto something. That makes a lot of sense. How are you? I'm pretty good, thank you for asking. How are you? I'm just very tired. Adorable, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Cute skunk? No way. Where? I don't see one. Handsome skunk, yo. Where are all these cute, handsome skunks? Please show me. Okay, I'm gonna go and take a quick little break. Give it a try when I'm home. Heck yeah! Good luck, I believe in you. Don't stress too much about it, okay? It's just have fun with it. Just treat it like a doodle, rather than something really difficult, very difficult hard task. It's chill, it's fun, it's chill. Okay, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Don't forget to Rip. Welcome back. Okie dokie. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to tweet out that I'm streaming. Sometimes I wish I had like a little guy who would just do all this stuff for me. I had a pretty good friend of mine actually offer to do like free managing for me, like just like from their point of view, just for fun, and to like help me out. But the idea of like somebody working for me for free, I just hate that. I don't know, I'm probably really like dumb from a business perspective for not taking up the offer, but I just really don't like the idea of somebody working for me for free, even if it's not that much work. Have a cat on my lap? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll just like copy my stream title, I think. Yeah. Welcome back, thank you very much. How little should the guy be? Probably like 10 centimeters. Pay them 1 cent every month. You know, I think I would lose money at that point. Will you pay them? Because I can't afford it. Can't afford. Otherwise, I would have probably hired somebody by now. And like, the amount of money I could spare to hire somebody is like not enough, in my opinion. Like, I would feel really bad for only giving them like, I don't know, 100 or something a month. I don't even know if I could afford that, to be honest. Visiting Germany for the first time, like, ever? Yo, no way. Whereabouts are you going? If you don't mind me asking. Don't need to specify, like, the exact city or anything, just general area is fine. Which state, maybe? First time in stream? Yo, we got a first timer over here, let's go. Welcome in. I'm posting my stream on my social media right now because I'm really bad at this and I forgot to do it before stream. So just give me a sec. You know what? While that's happening, you can watch the animation. There we go. It's a little bit more entertaining. Just ignore the fact that 90% of people watching are watching in the background, so they don't even care. Okay. Yoink the title, please. There we go. Turinga. Yeah, I think you spelled it correct. Wait, is that's the English name, right? I'm pretty sure in German it's Turingen, like en on the end. Interesting. I've never been there, so I cannot comment. Looks so good. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out as well. All I need to do is finish off the shading and do a few touch-ups, and then I can move on to the next one. And I closed the reference sheet again. Really cool, past me. What an absolute legend. Meeting my girlfriend? Hell yeah. Long distance relationship? Yo, is that Ace? No way. How's it going, dude? How have you been? Ah. Maybe the real social media posts were the friends we made along the way. You know, I never thought about it like that. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this shading. Maybe it should be a little darker though. Like just this much. Maybe put a little bit on the side of the hair in the back. Yeah. Yeah. How has the chippy been? Mixed. Let's say that. Thought it was the we made along the way. Yeah. Same. Getting mixed messages over here. So much false information out there these days. Yo, kittens, what the flip? I don't know if you're watching stream right now, but I really appreciate the tip. What the heck? That's really generous of you. Absolute legends in this world. Hee hee. Simply hee hee. Take a page from Surskit. Keep calm and Thank you, Ace. I really appreciate it. Or, you probably prefer Bew nowadays, right? On shrimp. I retract my thank you. I'm just kidding. Back has been elongated. Yeah, I've been like consciously trying to fix my posture for almost a year right now. And it's still really bad. I probably should go to like a orthopedic? Is it orthopedics that deal with that kind of thing? Like your spine and stuff? Anything you want to call me? Alright. I mean, I want to call you like who you are. I'm not out here making this about me. Chibi Socks is too cute. I know, right, bro? Like, I don't know. I love Sakukitty's style so much. Sen's legal name. Nah. No one in the furry fandom has a legal name. That's a lie. It says Socks Skunk Cat on my ID card. It's true. Let me upload it for you so I can prove it. It's... Colon 3 is flipped? That looks so cursed. What the hell? How do you do that? Here. That's what I'm missing. And the mouth as well. Oopsie. Batting an eyelid at the PayPal transactions. Bro, it's so... It is so, like, dystopian to live in a world where we unironically have to upload our freaking ID to the internet in order to purchase certain things. Like, what the hell? It's... I'm really worried about the EU going in that kind of direction as well. Like, if it was just Germany, I wouldn't be too worried, because Germany famously has an anti-surveillance, like, culture, I guess you'll call it. But they can't really do anything if the whole EU decides to go through with that. Thing is, like, I'm not even surprised. I'm not even really that surprised about the UK doing it, because this is the same country we're talking about. This is the same... I'll just say country for the sake of ease. This is the same country that you go, like, you want to buy a knife so you can cut your vegetables and make yourself some food, and all the knives look like this. Like, instead of, like, looking into why knife crime is such an issue in the UK, they just take the knives and they, like... It's like they're taking... Next, they're gonna take away scissors, and we're just gonna get those safety scissors that you had to use as a child in school. The UK, like, genuinely does not treat its citizens like actual adults, so... It is incredibly depressing, but I'm, like, somehow not even surprised. The zigzag scissors. Yeah, if we got zigzag scissors, then it's fine. You can take away my scissors. The fact that random companies have that data, yeah. It's like, you can even trust those websites with your whole body and soul. But they could easily get like, their data could be breached, like, super easily, and then your freaking ID is just out there, like... Very cool. Very cool, very cool version of the simulation we're living in. Hey Sin, how's it going? It's been a while, dude. How are you? Has it been a while? I might just be tripping. Because I'm just in a constant state of tripping. Hole is empty. Just got in, already assaulted by cuteness. You mean the other model or this model? Either way, I really appreciate it. Welcome in. Has been a while? Yeah, I thought so. I just didn't want to be that guy who was like, yo, dude, I haven't seen you in ages, but then you were here, like, last stream. I don't know, I feel like I'm pretty good at recognizing when people have been here last. But I don't know, I worry sometimes. Sippy ASMR. I wasn't sure if that got picked up or not. Working on art fights and getting affiliate, which I just got. Hell yeah, congratulations. Sounds cool. Do you stream working on art fight? Or have you just been doing it, like, in your free time? But yeah, congrats. Very well deserved. Cat has left the lap after covering me in sawdust. Sounds like a very cat thing to do. You ever do gaming on your channel? Do you mean this channel or my main channel? So if we're talking main channel, probably not. The thing is, I can never really say never when it comes to my channel because I change my mind so often about what kind of stuff I want to do on there, so I'm not saying it's impossible, but I don't have any plans to. As for this channel, I do actually do gaming streams every Wednesday, so I'm playing through One Shot for the first time. Pretty far into it. I don't know how much of the game I have left, but yeah, we do that every Wednesday. I've been streaming Art Fight. Nice. Nice, nice. I do feel a little bit of FOMO for not participating in Art Fight, but I think it was definitely a good idea for like mental health reasons that I didn't join this year. Because I wouldn't have that much time to do revenges, and I know like one of the whole things with Art Fight is that you shouldn't go into it expecting people to draw art back for you, but the way my brain works, I just feel really bad about the concept of somebody drawing something for me, and I don't give them anything but a thank you in return. To reiterate, I know that's like literally not the point. That's just me and my my unregulated feelings of guilt that I experience in my constant day-to-day life. So yeah, I'll try to join. I'll probably try to join next year, actually. I mean, the thing is, it's in a year. I don't know what my life's gonna look like in a year. Maybe I'll also be really busy next July. Because it always seems... I always seem to get really busy in July. Which is why I've never joined Art Fight before. Despite knowing about it for a very long time, I knew about it. Known about it since like 2021, maybe. Always just been way too busy to join. Hi Skunky, hello. Welcome in. Good morning, just wanted to say it's my birthday, I turned 20. Yo, happy birthday random boy, let's go. Congratulations on exiting your teens officially, forever. That burp was for you. Wanted to work on improving anatomy and perspective, plus I've been more active in the Twitch community while doing Art Fight, which has made it more fun. Hell yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, like, as much as I enjoy streaming on YouTube, like, Twitch just has so much more of a community. It's really nice. YouTube streaming always felt kind of lonely to me. Like, I genuinely don't know any other people who stream on... any other art people who stream on YouTube, except for those who also stream on Twitch. Could always just keep gifting people art if you have that kind of time. Just wouldn't be for Art Fight. Yeah, yeah. Can definitely still make art for people after Art Fight ends. I just don't know how many attacks I would get, you know? Like, I don't know if I would be able to keep up, because some people go absolutely ham when it comes to Art Fight. Like, people make literally like 20 attacks in one day. I don't know how they do that, but... yeah. I'd be owing art for like the following year. I mean, you know, I just kind of need to get into a position where I stop expecting myself to pay everybody back for drawing art for me on Art Fight. I think if I do manage to join next year, I would probably give myself like an attack goal, I suppose. Maybe like 10 attacks or something like that. And just make it really clear in my bio that I probably won't revenge everybody. I don't know, I'm planning for something that's gonna happen a year from now, even more, so maybe I should stop. Hey Randy, how's it going? It's been a while. What's up? I have a friend who does 1,000 art per year, like how? That is impressive. I feel like I could have done that though, if I was still, you know, back when I was like 15, I also had a phase where I just drew constantly. Okay, speaking of drawing, this is almost done. I like to shade the eyes on a different layer so I have more control over what the shade color is. Let's go a little darker actually. Yeah, I like that contrast. Technically, you don't have to upload your characters, you can just attack other people. True. The thing is, a lot of people want me to draw art fight, want me to join art fight because they specifically want to draw my characters. 26 drawings this month, still on pace for my goal of 1 a day. That's crazy. Congratulations. I've tried the whole draw every day challenge. I've tried that so many times in my life, I just can't do it. My brain just doesn't work for it with it. I always end up forgetting. Made it to one of your streams. Hell yeah. Welcome in, dude. Just been happy about people's reactions to my attacks. Yeah. I feel like that's a very big part of it. Which is why I feel the FOMO, because I wanna surprise people with art as well. I only managed to do 12 so far, but one was an animation. Yeah, like, you're saying only, but that's a lot. It's a lot of art, and I assume that you have, like, work or school that you have to do as well, at the same time. I don't know. I'm impressed. How have you been doing today? Pretty okay, thank you for asking. Yeah, it feels like I have, like, a feather in my throat. Oh, that's uncomfortable. Star Walker? What is that? Is that something I should know? Probably pause the membership next month because college has been killing my financial. That is completely fine, dude. Do not worry. Yeah, freaking like something that's such a like culture shock to me as someone who lives in Europe. I mean, to be fair, I never went to university, so I don't know for sure. But I always found it really shocking how expensive like college university books are in the US. And the fact that you have to pay for it. I mean, okay, a lot of schools over here you do have to pay for the books yourself, but they're not like in the hundreds. Still gotta binge the commentary vids, I love them. Really, thank you. I gotta like catch up with those. The thing is, what's the next video I gotta do on that? 'Cause usually if it takes me a while to do the next commentary video, it's because the next one I gotta do is kind of long and I'm like procrastinating on it. Yeah, oh, I haven't. There's a lot of videos I still gonna make a commentary on. Man. Oh man. Do you know anything about Deltarune? What the flip is a Deltarune? Just kidding, of course. I've played a tiny bit of chapter 1, but I didn't get very far. Because I had this really stupid personal goal to 100% it. And I got stuck on Jevil, which is like a famously hard boss. Yes, I do know that you don't need to beat him to continue the story. I just felt like I had to for perfectionism reasons, completionist reasons, I mean. And yeah, I've never been back to it. And now it's been so long, I don't even know how to play the game anymore. So I'm even more demotivated to continue my playthrough. Very silly, I know. I think one day I probably will go back to the series, especially now that there's more chapters out. I've been kind of thinking about maybe streaming it, but I don't know exactly yet. But yeah, please no spoils. You know, I've been surprisingly lucky with avoiding spoilers. Some sort of OCD of yours? Is that an OCD thing, feeling like you gotta 100% every video game you play? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I have slash am exactly, to be completely honest with you. Would advise you to wait for all the chapters to release. I did think about doing that. But when I talked about it on stream, people were like, yeah, that's gonna take like another decade. So I don't know. I mean, how many chapters are there gonna be actually? For some reason I have 10 in my head, but I don't know if it's actually gonna be that long. Yeah, I can't imagine it being extremely hard to wait for each new chapter though. If they are that good, like story-wise. I am also very much a fan of playing slash watching slash reading any kind of medium, like at my own pace and not having to wait for it to continue. I have autism myself, recently trying to beat into my head that I don't have to do that. Yeah, I think it's like, it's not too strong of an urge for me. Like, I have been able to put games down without 100%ing them or like doing absolutely every little thing. Like, it's a pretty strong urge, but it's nothing that like affects me too much, I would say. Ah, Chapter 5's coming out next year though? Really? I did not know that. 6 probably in 2027, okay. Okay. I mean, to be fair, by the time I've decided if I want to stream it or not, the whole game will probably be out, so... Imagine doing like a Deltarune marathon though, that would be really cool. Marathon stream. I don't know if I want to wait till... I don't know. It's gonna be 7 or 8 chapters. If there would be 8 chapters, that means the whole game would be out by like 2029. I don't know if I want to wait that long. Waited so long for Silk Song, what's another decade? Yeah, I gotta say that like, what is that? Hollow Knight? Hollow Knight, is it a sequel or a DLC? Either way, it came out way. It feels like it wasn't that long since the original game came out. Okay, I'm gonna put all of this into a little folder. And then I'm gonna add an outline. Meow. Sketchy Jack with the 29-month resub. What the actual flip? Slash positive. Welcome in, dude. How you doing? Nearly 30 months. Nice. Hope you have fun drawing this wiggly icons in the stream. Appreciate you doing this nice stream for us. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. Well, I appreciate the nice message and I appreciate you coming by and dropping the resub. What a legend. Thank you, dude. Love your new VTuber, by the way. Thank you. I love it too. I feel very comfortable with it. Just being a little guy. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next one. I'll probably do a couple of like touch-ups on this off stream. But it's basically done. Okay, next one was for fun time. I'm gonna yoink the ref sheet again. The reference image. Did I download it? I did. Wow. Silk Song is a sequel. Oh, okay. Yeah, I still didn't play the original game. I'll probably actually stream Hollow Knight though. I'm pretty sure last time I did a poll of which game I should play on Wednesdays, I'm pretty sure Hollow Knight was second. After one shot. Doing okay also? Hope you're doing okay too. Yeah. Background color, whatever you think fits him. Okay, we got like a black and purple guy, so... I could either do purple as well, or I could do like a... Could do like a contrasting color, like an orange or something. Or a similar color, like a pink, like this. I think what I'm gonna do is... Purple is so based. True. We've got all the purple guys today. For situations like this, I usually like to color the character in first and then adjust the background. So let's do that. Yippee. Hip hip hooray if I do say so myself. Hollow Knight is a beautiful game. The music and its atmosphere is gorgeous, however it is difficult. But whenever you beat the obstacle is satisfying. Oh boy. It's giving Rain World vibes. And I gotta say, Rain World was cool. Also, why is the line art so dark? Light, I mean. What is going on? Okay. Why is it still really light? I mean, I can just do this. Like that. Yeah. Fixed. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, I really like Ringworld was really cool and stuff, but it was a bit too hard for me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a huge fan of really hard games. I have a real problem with like if something is too difficult or just like a little bit difficult where it's gonna take me a little while to get over it. I lose motivation really quickly. Chip, chip, chip. Hi. Welcome in. Let's do it like a touch lighter. And the hue is a bit too blue. Yeah, theoretically it would have a purpley hue. So let's do that. I think Hollow Knight is easier than Rain World, at least I think so. Okay. I hope it is. Like, again, I love Rain World, it's excellent, it's a beautiful game, I really appreciate it from an artistic perspective. But it was a real struggle for me to get to. I honestly don't think I would have completed it if I wasn't streaming it. I tried playing it off stream once I completed it. Because, you know, there's different characters, you can do different, routes, I guess you would call them. And I died, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. Rain World is more or less a rage game, but taken seriously. Honestly, I was pretty impressed in the beginning. Because I think it did the difficulty pretty well. I noticed until about 3/4 of the way into the game, every time I died or made a mistake, I felt like it was annoying, but I felt like I knew what I needed to do for that not to happen again. So I do think like, it didn't feel cheap most of the time. Like, 90% of the times when I died in that game, it didn't feel cheap. The other amount of time was, like, because like, some kind of monster spawned in, like, a really stupid position. That's the kind of thing that really kills my motivation. But if I die, and I feel like I know how to fix my mistake next time, I don't lose my motivation. I was pretty surprised by that at the beginning of my playthrough. But yeah, like towards the end, I don't know, I was really struggling. I'm glad I powered through it though, it was a really cool ending. I don't know if I'm gonna keep playing it though. When I played Hollow Knight, I was still in high school. A certain boss took me a whole year. Mainly because I was playing other games. Okay. Yeah, don't do that to me. Yeah, I'm super interested in playing Hollow Knight though. It has one of those really creative fan bases. Like, I've seen a lot of really cool Hollow Knight fan art and such. It's a huge reason why I even bothered playing Rain World. It's because of all the lore and the characters and the fan works and such. Okay, it is a little hard to see this character's design. because the hair is in the way on the reference. But I think he has purple eyebrows. No, actually, he doesn't have any eyebrows. I'm gonna make him purple because I think that would look cool. Why he purple? And why he purple? Meowdy, everybody. Meowdy. Get meowdied. Yo, thank you for the head pat. I'm honored. Let me make the base hair a bit darker as well, actually. So there's a bit of contrast from the fur. Gonna coil up in bed and try to get some shut-eye. Thank you for stopping by, Tucker. Have a wonderful day and get well soon. Any other games you've been interested in? Well, if we're talking games, I'll probably stream. Celeste is on the list, and the Turnip Boy game. Those were some other games that have been heavily requested. In my personal time, I haven't had that much time to play games. The last thing I was playing was Nier Automata. And that's taking me a while because it's another one of those games where I feel like I need to do every single quest and collect every single item. And after that, I think I'm gonna play Digimon Cyber Sleuth, because I managed to grab that on sale recently for like €8. Oh yeah, let's do the eyes as well. Spooky eyes. Playing Grimshire, they recently released their early access. I don't think I've heard of that one. I love accidentally clicking on the crop button. Speaking of Digimon, Vine snakes are arguably the best snakes. What? If you never played it, I would recommend Night in the Woods. It's a heavily story-driven game, but it got my heart like a spear to a fish. Stored on Steam saying, this looks like a cute puzzle game. Was wrong, but I don't regret anything. Yeah, I actually own the game. I've owned it for like over 5 years, just never got around to playing it. But it is definitely on my list. I'm very, very interested in playing it. I already know it's one of those games that I'm gonna love. I just have so much stuff that I want to play, and I just take so long with the stuff that I am playing that I never manage to actually make a dent in my library. This is too pink, actually. A bit more purple. Yeah. And I wanted to make the eyebrows purple as well, but I'll do them a little bit darker so the eyes stand out a little more. It's an apocalyptic Beatrix Potter-styled farming sim. Essentially furry farming sim where you're dealing with a plague. Okay, now I'm interested. Night in the Woods is amazing, no one shall spoil it. Yeah, that's another game that I've been surprisingly lucky with not getting spoiled, even after all these years. Characters are so fun to get to know. Take your time to play at the own. Take your time to play games at your own pace. Yeah. I mean, I definitely have fun taking my time with games. I guess it's more of a like... I don't want to be spoiled, you know? I want to be able to enjoy games at my own pace, but also not get spoiled. And I also feel a little FOMO when everybody's talking about this cool new game that has a really cool story and I can't join because I don't want to get spoiled. So those kinds of situations that make me wish I could play games a little faster than I do. But yeah, in general I do agree. Everyone should play games at their own pace and have fun. Because that's what games are for. You have to grow crops and stuff and contribute food to the town's root cellar so everyone can eat. You have to put in food for both carnivores and herbivores. Yeah, that sounds really interesting. Is it on Steam? Yes, okay. Well, I'm gonna add it to my wish list right now. Because otherwise I'm gonna forget. Because that sounds really interesting. That sounds like exactly the kind of game I would like. What was it called? Grimshire? Yo, pixel graphics as well? Well, ain't that adorable. You played Persona 5 The Phantom X yet? I've never played a Persona game in my life. But I recently watched my partner play Catherine, which is a Persona adjacent game, I believe. Because they're from the same studio. I think they're set in the same world as well, right? Yeah. Persona, another one of those game series that I know as soon as I play it, I'm gonna become obsessed with it. I just haven't had the time. I'm kinda interested in starting from the very first Persona game though. I know it's supposedly quite different to the newer ones, but I like playing games in order of when they came out. Game franchises, I mean. Okay, so the pattern is like this. And then like, I guess it would join up to where the eyebrow is. Go around the eye. And then there's like cheek. Got like a big fluff. That's what it's called. That's the scientific name for it. Big fluff. The first Persona was on the PS1? Wow. That's interesting. What genre was it? Or was it just like RPG? I don't know a whole lot about the Persona series, to be completely honest. It just gives me that vibe that I'll really enjoy it, and that gut feeling I have has not failed me once. JRPG? Yeah, well, I do happen to really enjoy that genre. Well wishes from South Africa. Hell yeah. Welcome in. Well wishes from Germany. Imagine living in Germany. Who does that? Beak fluff, exactly. It's gotta be my favorite part of doing these commissions is drawing all the fluff. And the neck fluff is kind of like, I guess, starts here. It's a little bit hard to judge because it's based on a 3D model. But I think they would specify if it needs to be really specific. The music in 3, 4, and 5 are so good as well. Yeah, I've heard Persona 5 specifically. Music from Persona 5 a lot on YouTube. The music in Catherine was really good as well, so, you know, if it's from the same studio, not surprising. Catherine is a really interesting game. Kind of surprised that I don't hear more people talking about it. I guess it's like the kind of puzzle game that not everybody's that into. Like I'm not super into that style of puzzle game either, to be honest. It's like one of those puzzle games where you move blocks to climb. Oh, wah, wah, wah. Hello? This color, please. Thank you. Okay, I think I got like the base grey down. And then there's like a slightly darker grey. Which goes around the eyes? A little bit darker than that actually. Yeah. Goes around the eyes like this. Trying to translate this into my art style as well. Played Catherine a long time ago. You're the first person, except for my partner, that I know who's played it. Yeah, then this part of the eye would be dark as well, actually. I know things, I'm smart. Raw? No way. Returned with some food? Hell yeah. Kinda hungry myself. Ate some, I ate some chia seed pudding for breakfast. It's supposed to be like really good for you and stuff. I kind of like it. I like the texture. Thank you for the save reminder, by the way. But that was at like 9 AM, so I guess it makes sense why I'm hungry. Turns out, if you ate a long time ago, you get hungry. Funny that. Okay, I think there's a little bit of a dark stripe on the neck as well, like here. If I'm interpreting this correctly. Which I believe I am, because it looks pretty cool so far. Oh, actually, the bottom of the muzzle isn't grey. What am I doing? I've just drawn so many characters where the chin is like colored like that. It's a reflex. My microphone keeps slipping down. What's wrong with you, bro? Okay, well, I'll tidy this up in a sec. I'm just gonna go take a quick break, get a drink and stuff. That's 350. The most terrifying thing of all is that his legless form now exists in the third dimension. Just kidding, they're just hidden. Chipflake.shop, a limited time. Okay, bye. Guten Morgen. Welcome back. How's it going? Meowdy. Meowdy meow. Okay. Where was I? Like men? What? Really? Scandalous. First thing that played during the ad break while I eat is an animation of Chip vomiting in a bar. Yeah, so what you don't know is I chose that video on purpose so that you would feel uncomfortable while you're eating. Because I definitely knew you were eating. Yeah, it was all on purpose. Because I'm a menace to society. Okay. I think it would look a little better if I would have it attached to this fluff. Yeah, I like that more. Yay, indeed. Okay, I got like purple stuff to add now. Then I'll yoink this. I'll start with the hair, I think. Imagine being purple. No way. Now in both YouTube chat and Twitch chat? Whoa. Collab or redraw with that one guy's animations? I don't know who that is. Is that a person or did I misread your message? Glowing purple, yeah, that's the best kind of purple. Yeah, also known as Urple. Literally just a coat with glowing purple eyes. Yeah, people who have purple on their characters, cringe. It is also funny because I have purple eyes. But yeah, how was your guys' weekend? I didn't ask that yet. Mine was fairly uneventful. Purple has beautiful details, mostly when it comes to shading it. Yeah, I joke, but purple is actually, like, one of my favorite colors. A YouTuber who does Miko slash Fortnite slash Miko Fortnite videos. That's a very interesting niche. I've never heard of them, to be honest. Not that, I don't think I'm part of the target audience anyway. Playing a bunch of the new Mario Kart game. Ooh. It does look very fun. Bed rotted the whole way through. Oh my god. Let's just say you were resting. Yeah, it was a tactful rest. Been on vacation, so I had fun meeting with family and friends. Drove an ATV for the first time. Am I being stupid? What's an ATV? Ah.
Hey Aari, good morning, afternoon, evening, how are you? Doppelpunkt runde Klammer.
Immer Deutsch. Ich fass das nicht. Danke Alex und willkommen. Was geht? Wie geht es dir? Vielleicht verstehst du das. Es kann immer sein. Jedes Mal Deutsch. Ich gebe schon einfach ein Herzchen, weil ich das kann. Und dann warten wir ab. Okay, sorry about that. Thank you so much, Alex. I really appreciate it. How's it going, dude? Welcome in. I'm pretty okay. I had bad sleep. I had a bad sleep. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. You didn't miss much if you don't speak German. I just said, why is it always German? Like, whenever you donate, it's always German for some reason. I have so many characters I can transform into, and it's always the German one. And then I very slowly asked how you are, because maybe you understood that, but I don't think so, so it's okay. Don't worry about it. An all-terrain vehicle. Oh. Did you drive it on all terrains, though? Gotta go, don't have much time. Have a nice stream. Do not worry about it. Have an excellent week. I really appreciate you stopping by and jump scaring me. I don't know why the meows are so loud on my end. They're fine for you guys, right? You didn't get jump scared by the meow. I would not mind driving big car one day. Seems fun. Big vehicle. Big vroom. Yeah, I didn't do too much over the weekend. I went to Krefeld. It's a city in Germany. It kind of gets shit on for being a trashy city. And I don't know if it's just because I'm from Stoke-on-Trent, but I really don't think it's that bad. Like, it's not amazing or anything. It's not the kind of place I would recommend for, like, tourists. But, I don't know. It's really not that bad in my opinion. I don't know why everyone's so hard on it. That being said, every time I'm there, I never really know, like, what to do. It's like there's so many shops and stuff, but it still feels like there's nothing to do. I don't know. You know that moment when you tell yourself, I should start eating healthy, and literally a day after you eat the most unhealthy stuff. Yeah, I'm really good at that, personally. I just, like, forget that I said I was gonna eat healthier. What did the bowl do? Rest in peace, bowl. Could you read something in an American accent? Absolutely not. Lost my first tennis match? No. It's okay. You'll get him next time. You will absolutely destroy them next time. Kinda random, but has anyone in chat seen the show Haikyuu? It's that, like, volleyball anime. Oh, I'm still missing a bunch of purple stuff. That's what I wanted to do. I got distracted. My cousin was really into Haikyuu, could never get into it. Oh, okay. I'm asking because I recently watched Blue Lock, which is the football one, aka soccer. And I found it surprisingly enjoyable. Now I'm kind of curious about Haikyuu, because that one's like crazy popular, right? So I was kind of curious if anyone recommends it or not. Because going into Blue Lock, I expected it to be like a standard, like, we gotta work as a team and be friendly friends, and then we can win the football match, yippee, kind of thing. But it wasn't. But Haikyuu, even though it has really good ratings, does it have really good ratings, or is it just the fan base is really rabid over it? Either way, it gives me that, like, standard sports plotline vibe. I don't know. I don't know, I'm uninformed. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we got any Haikyuu fans in chat today. Watch Food Wars? I don't know. Is it, like, actually good from a story perspective, or is it just kind of like funny, weird, haha, funny? Oh wait, the purple spots go on the dark part, which you can't see because of his hair. Okay. Then the last thing is this purple stripe that goes like this. Hi, oh my god, so much Apple in chat today. What's up, Nebula? How's it going? How was your last stream? I didn't manage to stick around too long. Recommend Haiku? The art form is superb. The game, I don't know. It's... That's not what I meant. Not Food Wars? Okay. It's... I don't know, I feel like I've heard that it's pretty good, right? It's pretty good. Donkey Kong is so fun. Dude, that game looks like absolute peak, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just really not in the position to buy a new console right now for one game. I'm not super interested in anything else that's on the Switch 2 right now. Been getting those songs stuck in my head. Never even played the game. Understandable. Yeah, the thing is we kind of just did that with the PS5. Because my partner really wanted to stream Death Stranding 2. Stream/play. And there's kind of no other reason to buy a PS5 right now other than Death Stranding 2 and Blu-ray player. I mean, I guess we could get Astrobot now. That game's supposed to be really good. But I don't know. Like, I'm so indie pilled that like AAA games are so expensive to me. I'm playing Death Stranding 1 myself on stream. Oh, really? I've been playing it myself. Not on stream. Because my partner is super obsessed with it. I didn't get that far in yet, though. It's a really cool game. I'm just struggling to find the time for games in general lately. Still didn't finish Nier. Speaking of finish, I think that's all the colors. Let me just double check the other reference. I think I'll just bring this little stripy thing all the way over here. That's how it looks to me on the ref. Yeah, I think we're good. AAA games are just incredibly expensive now. Yeah, I kind of always felt like they were way too expensive. I'm still trying to get Pokemon Scarlet. And I'm like looking at it and it's like 55 euros. Hello? 55 euros. I remember buying DS games for like £30 as a kid. I had Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl because I could actually afford both with my pocket money. Now 55 euros for a game that came out like a million years ago? Soon it'll be 70, and yeah, soon I'll be crying. Like, it's... I'm probably still gonna get the new Legends game is like when it comes out, which is gonna be like at least 60, right? Hopefully it's not gonna be that much more expensive than Legends Arceus. I mean, it's still a Switch 1 game. But still, like, I could... It pains me to buy a freaking AAA games nowadays. I'm so used to... I'm so used to getting indie games for, like, €10 and getting 60 hours of gameplay out of them. It's... Or just PC games in general. Like, I got Nier Automata on sale for like €18. I'm still playing it. I've got like 30 hours in it so far and I'm not even done yet. $70 for a game. I mean, aren't the Nintendo Switch 2 games like 90? How interested are you in playing Pokemon Scarlet? I mean, not like crazy interested, to be totally honest with you. I'm a lot more interested in playing the new Legends game. It's just I would like to play Scarlet in my lifetime. I'm definitely gonna wait for a time where I don't have any other games that I'm planning to play though. My copy of Leaf Green was given to me on a whim by my dad because it was in a bargain bin for €15. Yeah, those were the days, dude. I'm still painfully thinking about the time I was in a used games store and they had Pokemon White for £15, Great British pounds. And I was like, that's a good price, but I don't know. And I didn't buy it. And now it's like, if I really want to, if I want Pokemon White, now it's freaking like €1,000,000. I mean, I did actually buy Pokemon White a couple of years ago. Well, I said a couple of years ago. It was probably like 6 or 7 years ago by now. I think I got it for like €20. But it's the German version. I really like the English version. The saddest thing is I had Pokemon Black and Pokemon Black 2 as a kid, and I lost them. They're gone. They have disappeared. I probably lost them at school or something because I always took my games to school for some stupid reason. What's your favorite game? My favorite game is a tie between Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Sky and Pokemon Heart Gold. Coincidentally, just got a copy of Pokemon Black recently. Did you pay an arm and a leg for it? Oh, I think Black and White are some of the less expensive ones, right? They're slightly less sought after than like Diamond and Pearl. I don't know. I might just be throwing disinformation into the void as usual. Trying to raid your stream, but I can't do it. While I really appreciate the sentiment, I do have a viewer limit just to prevent like hate raids and stuff. I think it's set to like 5, maybe 10. But if you have more than that and it's still not working, it might just be a bug. I've had other people have that issue before as well. But yeah, either way, I appreciate the offer. I hope you had a good stream. What is your favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is Sneasel, of course. Was lucky to be given $100 one day. What do you mean? Someone just gave you $100? Meowdy. Curious about this since I'm getting into streaming as well. Does streaming to YouTube and Twitch impact your performance at all? So the thing is, my PC is pretty beefy, so I don't know if that's just the reason. But I use Restream, and as far as I know, it's kind of still just like you're streaming to one platform because they like put it on both platforms. You're streaming to Restream, not to Twitch and YouTube, you know, if that makes sense. I like Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is an absolute legend. Huge Bulbasaur fan over here. Sneasel's a fun choice. Mine's Magnezone. Oh, interesting. Magnezone is incredibly cool. Bulbasaur's #1 for a reason. Yeah, and then Victini's just over here like, yo, #0. It's the spot taken. Can emulate the games for PC? Well, it's not the same, is it? It's not the same as having the cartridge. I also really like collecting Pokemon and transferring them to the latest game. And then never looking at them again. Never thought of that. Instead of setting Streamlabs to do both, just use one platform that puts them both. Yeah, I don't know if it's even possible to do it yourself, actually. But yeah, just so you know, Restream is a paid service. You can use it for free, but there'll be like a watermark. But I guess you could test it out on the free version if you wanted. Got my boys from Soul Silver into Pokemon Home. Yeah, it's so cool because I have some Pokemon that are like really old. Like literally from like 2006. How do you do? I do fine. Thank you for asking. How do you do? Pokemon. Yeah, a big reason why I'm not, like, prioritizing playing Pokemon Scarlet that much is, like, I worry that I won't really enjoy it. Because I have kind of a complex relationship with Pokemon, I guess. I absolutely loved every single game up until X and Y. X and Y really disappointed me. And I was like, oh, maybe it was just a fluke. I got Omega Ruby. It was not just a fluke. I also was really disappointed by Omega Ruby. And then I was really disappointed by Sun and Moon. And then I found Pokemon Sword slightly better, but still disappointing. So, ever since then, I stopped buying Pokemon games when they come out. And I only got Pokemon Legends because a lot of people said that it was really good. And I got it, honestly fully expecting to be disappointed by it. Only for it to turn out to be one of my favorite Pokemon games ever. Like, I really freaking love Pokemon Legends Arceus. That's why I'm gonna get the new one when it comes out, even though paying 60 euros for a game pains me. But I just hear so much bad about Pokemon Scarlet that I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared of playing it. Help? What do you need help with? My first ever shiny in my Pokemon home. Nice. My first ever shiny was the shiny Gyarados from Pokemon Gold. I think my first ever shiny that I found by myself was like a Geodude in Pokemon Diamond, I think. Which was actually really cool because it's like golden. It's very pretty. You can stream to several providers at once. Okay. Yeah, I can imagine that being very tough on your computer. Didn't know it was technically possible though. Interesting. Legends was so fun. I know, right? I feel like not that many people talk about it, but it was genuinely the most fun I've had with a Pokemon game since Black and White 2. I was really impressed, but I had so much fun with it. I really hope the new one is not bad. I do find it kind of a shame that it's in like a modern world now. I really enjoyed the ancient world. But I don't know, maybe they're gonna do something fun and creative with it. I do feel like, as much as I don't enjoy the gameplay as much anymore from the newer games, except for Arceus, but that's a little bit different. I do feel like Pokemon games have always had a lot of creativity with them. Regardless. They're coming in through the window? Well, close your window then. Door. My first shiny I hunted for was a Skuntank that I got in Sword. Oh hell yeah. I frickin' love shiny Skuntank and Stunky. Actually, peak shinies. I mean, I love Skuntank and Stunky in general, so. Feels weird that I started with Sword and now I'm playing Gens 1 to 3. What do you think of Gen 1 actually? Speaking of Gen 1, another one I haven't played is Let's Go Eevee Pikachu. I feel like I would have the same problem as with Omega Ruby, where I just prefer the original. Why'd you make it Osea Skunk? Cause I think they're cool. And fluffy. They're just fluffy little guys. Windows closed? Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, it's kind of funny, like, I'm not that old, but I actually played the whole Pokemon series in order of when they came out. So I'm always kind of curious how people who didn't do that find the original games. Because I've played through the original games so many times, and I could do it so many times more. I think they're excellent, they're really fun. And like, they honestly haven't even really aged badly at all in my opinion. But I have heard that some people who go back to the original games after being used to the new ones do say that the original games are not that fun. So, you know, probably a lot of my opinion is based in nostalgia. I like Gen 1, but I ended up playing another game, and when I got back to it, I was a bit confused. I can understand that. Skunks are cool, I agree. Thank you. Finally, somebody spitting some facts. Thank you for the unshrimp reminder, by the way. Remembered my Twitch login? Hell yeah, welcome in. How have you been, dude? Actually surprised that Nintendo let Scarlet and Violet ship with major bugs. If it was a third-party publisher like EA or Ubisoft, that'd be one thing, but first-party like Nintendo? Yeah, it's interesting, right? I don't know. But I don't know, I like I said, I haven't really enjoyed a mainline Pokemon game since Black and White 2. As far as I know, X and Y didn't have any major bugs in them or anything. But I still didn't really like them. I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to pinpoint why exactly I didn't like X and Y. Like, the vibes were different, I don't know. I mean, it was the first 3D game. I didn't really like how the 3D models looked. I really missed the, I really miss the sprites, but at the same time, I'm not like a huge graphics guy. Like, Legends Arceus is ugly as hell, but I still love it. It's still one of my favorite Pokemon games. I don't know. X and Y was just not that fun. I remember several parts of the game that I found like genuinely boring. Like that part, it's like a desert or something, and there's like a Team Flare hideout, and you're just fighting so many Team Flare guys, and it's so boring. Finished X and Y, and it felt a tad dry. Battles were fun though. Okay, see, like, I'm glad I'm not the only one, because I feel like a lot of people really like X and Y nowadays. Like, I think I remember it having quite a big backlash in the beginning, but nowadays people are like, oh, nostalgia's past, everybody likes it now, but I don't know, I still don't like it. Only really got into X and Y post-game while shiny hunting. Interesting. Almost got soft locked when playing Violet first day launch. Yeah, that's actually wild. And then the game still costs 55 euros, and they didn't even fix all of those issues. That's another reason why I waited so long to play Scarlet and Violet. People were like, yeah, the game's actually fun, but like, wait till they patch the bugs out. Guess what, they never did. I mean, I guess they patched a couple of them, but there's still a lot of pretty bad ones. I don't know. I'm just worried that I won't like it. Hate the paid DLCs. Honestly, I'm not like super against it as a concept. I did really like the DLC with Pokemon Sword. That was like the first time playing Pokemon Sword that I actually really enjoyed it. Was the freaking DLC. I did find it a tad expensive though, for what you got. It was like pretty long. There was a pretty good amount of gameplay added, but it was still a bit too expensive in my opinion for what you got. Don't know anything about the Scarlet DLC if there is any, so I'm not gonna comment on that. Only bought the DLC for the Infinite Glide. That is a DLC? You don't get that in the base game? What? They really putting quality of life improvements behind a paywall? Jeez. Oh, I really hope the new Legends game isn't gonna be a buggy mess. I mean, Arceus wasn't. I think there were some bugs in it, and it was really ugly. But it was still playable and really fun. What the Ultra Beasts are an interesting concept, but really wasted potential. I don't know. The Ultra Beasts didn't capture me, to be honest. Made my Sona half skunk because skunks are cool and because big fluffy skunk tail. Heck yeah. Join the dark side. Fortunately, that meant I had to learn how to draw a big fluffy skunk tail and better draw it. Well, now you're gonna get amazing at drawing fur, so I'd say it's worth it. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 edition did the same. Oh, really? Okay. I never finished Breath of the Wild. I really liked it though, it's really good. I didn't play it. I banned myself from buying Tears of the Kingdom until I actually finish Breath of the Wild though. I missed you, it's been like 45 years. How old are you now, like 80? Yeah, it's been a while. Pokemon. If only there was a game on the Nintendo Switch that runs at 60 FPS in 1080p. But no, the Switch is too weak for that. That is impossible. I have the sudden urge to invite you to check out chipflake.com/game. Good morning. Doing profile pictures of viewers or something? Kinda. I do these animated icon commissions on Ko-fi. This is one of them. She was a red panda / raccoon hybrid for my Sona because I'm trash and trash is amazing. And turning red showed me how cool pandas are. Yeah. Turning Red was a cool movie. Also, red pandas are amazing. You don't even mind if skunks spray sometimes. See, that's why I'm a half cat. I don't have that ability. If I wanna make an enemy go away, I just scratch him with my claws. Watching you live on both monitors instead of actually doing work. You gotta do work at the same time. That's what everybody else is doing. I'm gonna make sure I color pick the right purples because I made the hair purple slightly different shade. Your true ability is to turn it to liquid? Exactly. Yo! Thank you for the resub, dude. I appreciate it. Hey, this thing in my ice cream is broken. What's this? Some kind of chipped flake? Yeah. I'm sorry, I got hungry. I tried to put it back the way it was before, but it kind of broke. I'm sorry. Thank you for the 9-month resub, though. That's like... baby. Feel free to exclamation point meow to honor the occasion. Had a sad lack of meow sound effects this stream. Should play Undertale? Yeah, I should. So the thing with Undertale is I know the story. I know the story of every single run because I watched a bunch of people play it on YouTube, but I've never actually played it myself. So, thank you. Thank you as well. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's another thing I've been thinking about. If I want to stream it, if I want to stream playing Undertale and then play Deltarune, I don't know. For the save reminder, hell yeah. Don't let the fandom ruin your playthrough. I mean, I'm not the kind of person who lets the fandom dictate how I feel about a piece of media, to be honest. That's never been something I've ever worried about. I don't know, what do people consider bad fandoms? Steven Universe? I don't know. I still consider myself a proud Steven Universe fan. I don't care how other people experience the media that I happen to also like. It'd be fun, especially with friends, maybe joining to do voices and for calm streams. You know, I never thought about that. Like, doing Deltarune / Undertale with other people. That would be really fun. This song kind of has Undertale vibes, actually. Okay, I'm just missing the dark grey parts now. Play Undertale and Deltarune at the same time. Now that's a really good idea. My first real stream other than watching your old ones. Well, it's been fun chatting with you, and I apologize for distracting you from your work. Played Deltarune 3 times. I am impressed. I still find it really cool that they gave away the first chapter for free. It's kind of the only reason I played it, to be honest. Full Snow stream is a real stream that all pre-recorded. Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot about that, sorry. Okay. Chapter 2 is free too? I didn't actually know that. Well, ain't that dandy. Okay, I gotta like make sure I don't mix up the colors now. So this part, 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 and that part. Yeah. Yeah. First chapter being free was neat, but the second chapter being free was life-saving for quarantine. Bro, it's still like crazy that we lived through that. Never in my life thought I would live through a nationwide, an international pandemic. It's actually wild to think about in hindsight. When Deltarune came out, I learned what a feminine boy actually was. My life was changed. Yeah, I always found that really cool about the Deltarune series. Specifically, I guess, is like how the characters express their gender. Because, you know, like Susie, for example, you really don't see many masculine female characters in media. And then Undertale / Deltarune is just out here like, yeah, we got feminine guy, we got a masculine woman, we got the non-binary thing. That's our main cast. Gotta get ready for a dentist appointment. No worries, dude. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good dentist appointment. First guy crush was Captain Spaceboy from Amori. Frickin' Amori, that's another game I need to play. I have too many games I need to play. Frickin' like... it's indie games, bro. They're like... they cost nothing, and you get like 1,000,000 hours of playtime. And then like... and then you expect me to pay 70 euros for a Nintendo game, like... indie games are the best. They really are. I gotta, like, take a moment every so often to appreciate indie games. Kinda wish I, like, discovered the world of indie games earlier. Like, when I was a child and I had a lot of free time. Okay, well, I will either finish this guy off stream or on Wednesday's stream. Not Wednesday's stream. Wednesday is one shot. Then I might finish it on Friday. Okay. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week, and I hope I'll see you again on Wednesday because we're gonna finish. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna finish one shot. I don't know how much time is left. Speaking of indie games, I have a lot of playtime. I didn't expect one shot to be so long. But yeah, have an excellent rest of your day and